Huge game, 30-odd thousand in, as Abby has pointed out. Grundy to Elliott, opportunity for Yo. Ground level ball, Main. West Australian, of course. Adams quickly out, wide towards Phillips. Phillips gathers. Stevenson been playing higher in recent weeks. Not so close to goal. High ball mark taken.
Cameron immediately draws a couple of bodies, but they just cleared out the pack, and Hoskin Elliott read the ball a lot better.
Darcy Cameron in front caused a bit of a shuffle of the pack, and Barris missed the pack completely, allowing this for Hoskin Elliott to start the game. Collingwood fans all love that. Off to a flyer.
Well, the ability just to go fast when you play against a well-structured defence, sometimes just going quick, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to hit up the lead, and it doesn't allow defenders.
Elliott's goals have been the first turn. Collingwood's first goal, that Nui. Forget about Collingwood's first turn.
Better and better every time I see him, Dacos, along with Brown, two great names.
Yeah, good mate, Collingwood.
There's Cameron. He's played in a win, a loss and a draw in his 3 games so far.
50 metres against
What
you,
will it
Tim.
be today?
Protected area.
And BT, but you see Tim Kelly just come into shot there.
And Darcy Cameron to line up from 20 metres out. No problems at all. He gets his first. Collingwood get their second. Ray umpiring today, so we'll hear a bit of chitter-chatter. Jeff Dalglish and Justin Power, the men in green, Bruce.
We're watching closely. BTG Ryan's kick just hung a little, didn't it? Main cuts it off to Roughhead. Quaynor normally good with ball at hand. He's a beautiful play. Can he find the target? Not quite. It got to the back. Barris held on to.
Contact below the knees. West Coast.
Kelly went back. What a good handball it was. This is good play. Nelson goes forward with a kick to Kennedy. Moore defended well. He was delicate towards Noble. Under real pressure. Moore backing up. Roughhead not sure what to do.
But he's had. And you're right, BT. It's like a final early. It really is. Hoskin Elliott, lovely ball. Myercheck, 55 metres out. Not quite. Here's the warm-up with Pendlebury. Feeling tight, Abby said, so just stretching the hammies and decided, BT, it's the long game in 2020.
Forward again, have a look at this. Completely unmanned everywhere at the moment, West Coast. Just kicked the 1 goal for the year so far, as Andrew Gaff. And not a good job with that one either, but Kennedy juggling now. Was the final juggle over the boundary? And Ray Chamberlain.
You're on your beat.
Grundy, Nat Nui, Gaff, good tackle, Stevenson, Shuey on the up to Yode. It was a shallow kick. Nat Nui, yep, yes, the big guy hits the ball.
Well, both he and Brodie Grundy didn't really move far from the boundary throwing, but this is where the good sides do it really well. They're able to keep the ball trapped inside forward 50, and the repeat inside 50s, that constant pressure just provides half opportunities. And Naitanui, done that a couple of times this year, a half opportunity, great snap in, you know.
This little handball moving here, they keep going. Thomas back into the side now to Treloar. Good run. Treloar, nice kick in front of Elliott. He had to back up ever so slightly.
It's just the shift of attack here. That handball inside, what it does is it allows your forwards to have the opportunity on the far side or the fat side of the ground. If they kept going down the line, that's where the Eagles, you can start reading the cues, you can get those extra numbers or get a jump on, you know, your attacking player. But just
that little present-up lead from the 50 was much more normal for what he does. And he comes, kick on the way, drifting right, but I think it's snuck around the post. And the Collingwood fans are delighted.
By big margins. That was so clever by Elliott. Brown's hands were good. Myercheck, still with Myercheck. Got it back over the head. Nelson with a little nervy one. Collingwood are bouncing off half-back today, aren't they? Quick ball movement. Not trying to over-possess.
On the man, West Coast.
Dangerous. Main, who knows what it's like to play in these big games against the Eagles. Wills kicks to 50. Oh, that is big.
What a lifter this would be for him and the Pies.
And what a string to your bow if you can kick a goal from here and you're a ruckman from 50 metres out. That is a very, very, very good kick.
Oh, wow.
Well, he was around this first initial contest when Main won it, and then he pushed hard forward, just read the play, and that's really good because he was playing as the ruck, not as a forward. So when Grundy goes off the field, his ability to still stay involved around the ground, and still being young in his career, this is how you can stay involved. As the ball moves, he can move to the next one and hit the scoreboard. But 2 goals, super return. And
did well, Kelly got it to Sheed. They go forward again here, West Coast. Long ball, backing back, Darling. Kennedy there as well. Pushes Roughhead out away. Boot on ball. West Coast responded a big way.
Important play there from Oscar Allen in the middle of the ground. It was Kelly, Oscar Allen to surge the ball forward and give the West Coast big key forwards an opportunity, because Oscar Allen's going to have to spend a lot of time in the ruck against Brodie Grundy, because
Headed by Tony Lockett and those 5 men that kicked 1,000 plus. So Brown's kick just inside 50. Good, strong mark, Myercheck. I'm thinking McGovern guys a lot early in this first quarter. Collingwood have taken a lot of marks inside forward 50.
That's their 4th, Bruce, and normally average 9 in
a lot straighter, where that kick there, you normally see sides kick it out towards the flank, but with no McGovern being that marking.
Well, they've been deadly from set shots in this opening term. That one, is it coming back? Don't think so. They were 4 out of 4. Still in the field of play, so Cole to bring it out.
Berg, another one back into the Collingwood lineup this week. Cameron, he's done well.
Nick, Brodie.
Could be all. He is so strong through the hip show, and then Cameron held up. Good tackle from the front and back. Next year, Thomas did well. Phillips' handball to Adams, and they've turned it over. Grundy went early, did really well, got it back towards Adams, and then Adams knew it was Yo, so down the line he goes. Gee, Duggan was good on Brown there. Poked it out in front of Redden. A couple of interesting stats from the opening term. Cripps, no disposals, and Crisp for Collingwood, no disposals. And the young fella that came in for Pendlebury hasn't had much of a run, but also hasn't touched it yet. Rotham running it through. Cripps now gets on the board. Ryan, long ball to full forward. Lovely kick to Darling. Good hands. So they paid the advantage to Oscar Allen. It's a goal.
Footage, because of that overlapping handball with Ryan received, Roughhead has to push up because he's the nearest. Darling's able to lengthen in the ground, and it forces that matchup of Maynard, who's not his direct matchup and being a bit undersized. That's why forward just...
Good stuff by Sharon Burke. Clever though by Allen. Cripps uses Ryan. Oh, this will be big if he kicks a goal. He does. The other thing, and Darling makes an absolute meal of something that he should have lapped up. Stevenson gets back. Kennedy puts the pressure on. Ryan off the ground. Oh!
Do that on grand final day, Bruce?
He did, BT. He sure did.
Oh, good call by Ray Chamberlain there as well. Adams now to Roughhead, who's run from the back half. Big, long ball. Thomas went up.
McGovern, that was the first of the big outs. The thumb for McGovern.
Handball comes back in here to Cameron. He was almost falling away. It was great balance. Was Kennedy interfered with? Roughhead looks at the umpire and says, oh.
Played from Kennedy there, whether you think the free kick was there or not, probably, given he took his eyes off the ball. But he identified that Roughhead had gotten sucked into the contest.
So good call. Kennedy now from 15 for his second. No problems at all. West Coast back within 2 points.
Wins a free kick out of the centre. Long ball forward. They fancy him again. Oh, he's turning the clock back.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, he's right on the mark. That's your line. 15 gone.
He's gone past Favola on the all-time list. He's chasing Moncrief now. And the Eagles hit the front.
Redden goes and very wide. Kennedy again. Comes in that familiar approach, doesn't go for it. Nat Nui, the danger, got sent under the ball by Cameron.
This will show you that both teams have had about the same amount of the ball, but Collingwood having trouble keeping any control. That's better. Treloar to Stevenson. Brown injured. Left ankle. Stevenson now, he's got a man in the goal square. Here's Hoskin Elliott. It's a free kick. So let's have a look at the injury. Oh, yeah. Left foot. just don't feel like Collingwood to go and give Collingwood back the lead.
Just further to your point, Bruce, they haven't been able to get deep inside forward 50s this quarter in particular. They've had a lot of shallow ones across.
They've been at each other, these two. They've been at each other for a while, Sheed and Adams. So the ball comes back to the Eagles after the free kick.
Dewey a little short ball, they go forward again. Handball comes back from Cripps. Look at this, look at this. A 52-metre kick, looks magnificent. G's kicked it well today. He's got 4, and West Coast are back in front.
This is like a training, what to do, where the out number is, hit the short that presents, take what's on, and then overlap. You can't do anything. You see the Collingwood defenders, they're all trying to get to their direct opponent, but with that amount of speed and the forward line constantly on the move, it's so difficult to defend.
Collingwood very nervy with the ball at the moment. They're not playing instinctively at all. Darling, waiting. Lovely kick to Gaff. Should be a soda. Not a big goal kicker, we know that. He's got it. And the Eagles take all the momentum into half-time.